Hello, my name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Monday, June 26, 2023. I hope everyone's having a nice, enjoyable start of summer. Today I'm doing a video source inspection, a prior to ship inspection of two Sitek 870S fully manufactured spinner inch dryers, upgraded with the Sitek state-of-the-art SlickDevice controller. This video will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, so we do not give our customers' names on. However, their purchase order is 22524. And these systems will be shipped into Europe, so they are fully CE marked. Let me go ahead and review the options that this customer has purchased. Alrighty, so on this system, let me go on the back. We have DI resistivity, and that's correct. I see the resistivity probes. Also, these resistivity probes, Foxborough discontinued approximately 3 years ago. Sitek has made a 100% exact replacement, form, fit, and function. So you can buy replacement resistivity plugs from us or probes from us. DI recirculation, I see the recirculation here with the valve, that's good. Static eliminator, let me look on here. I see the anti-static module, perfect. Auto door lock, this is the auto door lock. As you can see, well, you can't see, but there's a hole there, and there's a pin pneumatic pin that comes in and locks the door. There's a couple other options the customer has. The easy access side panels, these actually screw off by hand versus using a tool, so it makes the panels easy to come off. The customer also had a bottom cover for the SRDs. These are through the wall halfway mount systems, so the customer prefers to make sure nothing can roll under the rinser dryer into the chase area, so we have those covers there. Also, a little bit different than our normal SlickDevice. As you can see, these are amber, but there's a black audible speaker in the front. So this customer rather has 3 colors and the audible versus our normal 4-color system. So that's why these look different compared to a lot of other SlickDevice meetings. Okay, so the rotors are all brand new. They're designed for the Integris A18260MC cassette. Only difference is, you notice this MC cassette, if you know those cassettes, it's cut out larger. See, that's what a normal one looks like. So this customer, for their processing, has a larger cutout, and they've been doing it for years. This is a very good customer. We've actually shipped them probably 12 to 14 double stacks in the last 4 years to their facility. So they love Sitek, they love our SlickDevice controller and our manufacturing capability. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start the process because it's kind of boring watching it, and I can talk about our remanufacturing support. I'm using a typical process, a quick 30-second rinse, 10-second purge, 90-second dry 1, and 210-second dry 2. I'll review what those mean after. So I like to just make sure the cassette's in. I'll go to the bottom one here. One thing I wanted to show you, because I did it on accident earlier, is I had the door open and I tried to hit start. Obviously it doesn't work, right? Because the door's open. So there's the audible alarm I talked about, and here's the red alarm. Let me clear that. I have to go to the alarm screen and clear it. Okay, there we go. Amber means it's ready to process again. So that's the audible alarm that only this customer has. It's very clear that if there's an alarm to come to the rinser dryer. Okay, while this is processing, when I talked about the traditional cycle, there's a rinse, and you could also have a quality rinse. That's what the resistivity probe is for. You have the purge, which blows the water out of the DI line so it doesn't drip back during process. Then you have your traditional dry 1, which is a higher RPM, what uses centrifugal force, heater blankets, and hot end 2 to dry. Then you have dry 2, which utilizes the same type technique. You have heated N2, you have heater blankets, centrifugal force, and also this customer has this anti-static module option. That's when the anti-static works. And that anti-static works to help destaticize the chamber. Imagine in simplistic terms, when you have a balloon and you rub it against your hair because it's plastic, how things attract to it. You have a Teflon cassette spinning at high RPM, it can build up a static charge. And that dissipates it, so you don't have particles be attracted to the cassette upon the end of process. Okay, so now we're in dry 1, dry 1, dry 1, dry 1. So let them run. Let them run. So in our manufacturing, there's 3 ways that customers traditionally work with us. They send us their machine to remanufacture. We sell a refurbished system, or we sell a brand new system with all new parts. Our manufacturing process is basically the same, all three, the same quality standards, that all the parts are pulled. If it's a customer's tool, it's tested first to find out what's defective and what needs to be done. There's a complete breakdown and then a buildup of the tools. If it's a new tool, we just pull everything out of stock and we do that build up. Once the system is built in dry test, we have a detailed quality control list that's reviewed. Once that's passed, the SRD head assembly, just the head assembly, not all the configuration, is brought into final wet test. We hook it up to our DI system, we check valves, fittings, etc. Make sure everything's nice and tight, no leaks. We do approximately 50 process runs. We have another QC. If it passes that, the heads then are sent back to our poly shop and we're actually put in their configuration. In this case, double stack, top, bottom, controllers, lights. One thing I missed, this is a CE mark system, so it has the EMO. And back here, it is CE marked on the back of the tool. And we will send the CE certification with these tools like we do every single time when they go to Europe. Okay, so on this model, it's called the Semitool S model. In the S model, we offer any sizes, configurations. We can do small parts. We do custom cassettes. We do inserts. We go 300 millimeter. We actually go larger than 300 millimeter. We've done some that are 365 millimeter substrates. So any and all. Then we also do the F model, which looks just like this, but uses a brush motor instead of brushless. That system, again, any size, any configuration. We also do the traditional ST units. Those are the ones that have been around for 30 years. We receive units in, every week, multiple units to go through our refurbishment process. If you go to our website at sitekprocess.com, the first 3 buttons are all rinse and dry related, what kind of systems you want. The next 3 are all the spare parts, S, F, and ST. And then and we have pictures, we have cross-references, so if you know an old Semitool number, the hard thing with Semitool is they didn't put their part number on many of the parts, so we've taken pictures so a customer can do a search, let's say ACR valve, and they all come up, and they can look and see which one looks like theirs and does have the correct fittings. The next tab is for our SST, SAT, and WSST support. We have a bunch of spare parts on that. In fact, we have an SST going through our remanufacturing process right now. It should be ready to be in its burn-in about a week or so. So we have parts for that. You'll also see the next tab is Vertec. We bought the Vertec product line approximately 3 years ago. We're now the full OEM for Vertec. We know it's for spare parts, systems, controller repairs, amp repairs, and so forth. What I did not say about the Semitool is that we also offer full repairs. Send us your servo amp, send us your motor, send us your controller. We have a complete controller repair shop. We have any given day 3 or 4 or 5 controllers come into our building to be repaired. So we do quite heavily on the repair capability of all of the electronics. That kind of, we got about a minute and a half. That kind of rounds out our rinser dryers. We also have 2 other wet process lines. One is the Integris floor box washer, 8000, 8010, 20, and 30. The OEM no longer supports it. We are acting as the OEM. We have a ton of spare parts, controllers, heaters, spray nozzles, hubs, anything to keep your HTC box washer and cassette cleaner up. And then the third one is our high pressure and scrub systems, the K&S, Ultra T, and Ultra Tech. We do quite a lot of systems. We always have 3 or 4 in stock, and we have customers send us theirs for rebuild. So that kind of rounds out our 3 wet processing. Spin rinse dryers are our core business. Okay, process is ending here. Okay, at the end of the process, it's called a rotor stop positioner, RSP. It extends out to a specific spot in the cam, and it brings it to home position. When the process is over, you'll see this. Completed successful run. Everything ran good. It gives you the full process time, 340 seconds. If there was a problem, it would say unsuccessful run, and when you hit OK, you would go to the alarm screen. It would tell you what happened. So to clear this, you can either hit OK, you can clear it here, or open the door. So I'll just open this door. There we go. Nice and warm. Look good, because that's nice and warm. So for the bottom one, I'll go ahead and hit the screen, but you don't need to do that. Okay, that cleared it. All right, nice and warm. Look good. So for the third one, let's just go ahead and do the clear. As you can see, successful run, or you can't maybe not see it, successful run, and I hit clear. That clears the screen. As I didn't reference, amber means that you're ready to unload or load the wafers, and you have that's the indication. This normally is a blue light if you have the 4-color indicator. Again, this customer has the 3 with the audible, so it has no light when it's done. Let me just go ahead and fill this one. Nice. Looks great. And on the bottom one, I'll just open the door. That's the easy way to clear it. There we go. All right. One thing I did not reference is, it's in our manual, and there's lots of videos. We have built-in N2 purge savers. So what happens is, at the end of the process, the N2 stays on to keep the wafers in a inert atmosphere. After you remove the wafers, and when you're waiting for your next run, you have settings that are pre-programmed that you can set how long. Most people do 10 to 30 seconds. Then we automatically turn off the N2. So the N2 is no longer being purged and not wasting N2. We have 2 versions. One just turns off the low pressure purge, which is about 70% of the N2 being used, between 60 and 70 depending on what customer it is. We also have a valve upgrade called our N2 Purge Saver valve. If you buy the valve and our SlickDevice controller, 100% of the N2 is turned off. So you can save, a given controller can save you multiple thousands of dollars per year per head assembly. It's a fantastic built-in feature. Okay, so we talked about our wet processing. Some of the other product lines we work with is the photolithography. We do YES ovens. We do quite a lot of IDI, Cyborg, millipore pump repairs. We do full pump configurations where the controller, power supplies, all the cabling. And that would be for the photoresist. We also have Brewer Science smaller tracks, some SVG parts on our website. And then rounding it off, we do metrology. We do the KLA particle counters. Recently we shipped a 6220. We have the 10-core 4500s, the 5500s. We do prometrics tools. We do nanometrics tools. We have lipsometry, Gertner, lights, etc. So again, wet processing, specifically the spin rinse dryers, if you add all wet processing together, is probably 80% plus of our corporate revenue. But we do support customers in the wafer fab on other products. So that concludes a very simple prior to inspection. These systems look brand new. You would not know they weren't brand new. It's all brand new poly. They're fantastic. Oh, yeah, I talked about the kick panel right down below, or the actual cover. So I want to make sure I covered that. So that will conclude this video. Again, today is Monday, June 26, 2023. I hope everyone has a nice summer. Feel free to visit us at sitekprocess.com. Thank you.